A collapse is already underway. This is something I've discussed many times before. It is the central theme of the Money GPS. I'm going to get into it today, why exactly this is happening right now, the things you need to know. Take a look at this chart right here. This is the big news. You can see that the stock index of the world is increasing on average, of course. And then you take a look at the world GDP expectations for 2014. They're continuously getting lower and lower. And if you noticed, after the financial crisis that occurred, they said, we're going to have some hard times right now, but in the future years, we're going to have so much growth. It's going to be excellent. Have no fear. But the growth really isn't there. Sure, the stock markets have gone up, but the growth really isn't there. Take a look at the reality. I'm going to bring that to you. I bring you the truth. You're not going to get that on the mainstream media. I'll just look at just a few points that I thought of. Take a look at this right now. I'll go through them in no particular order. What about the food stamps? You have nearly 50 million people on food stamps, 100 million on some sort of food assistance. If you call that a recovery, I really don't know where your head is at. What about the disability? You have 11 million people on disability in the United States alone. And of course, some of these are legitimate, but the fact is, right here, as Senator Colbert says, we keep putting people on disability who are not truly disabled. This is a big problem. They're taking advantage of the system, and that is ultimately a burden. Go on quickly here. GM got a bailout now. It ships jobs to China. After the bailout of this happened a few years ago now, but after this bailout, they literally took that money and opened up factories in China and Brazil, literally using taxpayer dollars to ship jobs overseas. Now, when individuals like myself talk about NAFTA, shipping the jobs overseas and essentially shipping everyone's future out of here, individuals like myself are really getting hated on, and this is quite humorous because you can see right here, this is a perfect example of how that is accurate. Let me go on quickly. What about the bank bailouts being used to basically give right to the CEOs for their bonuses? This is a documented fact. They were buying luxury condos. They were doing all sorts of renovations. All these things that are obviously not legitimate, but it doesn't matter because their alumni is in this revolving door of government and big business, big corporations. These mega corporations always have their alumni working for the government, and here it is giving the money, billions of dollars, right to the CEOs so they can do what they please with that money. And then you have the bail-ins. This right here being some brand new information that I'm bringing out to you guys. Moody's cuts the outlook for Canadian bank debt to negative over the bail-in regime. Now, this is the bail-in regime that I've been warning about now. It happened in Cyprus. They put it in the budget report for Canada, and it is now actually affecting the credit rating here. And this is a reality because this is going to be every country around the world. They're going to impose bail-ins, and that basically means that they can legitimately, through the law, through this criminal law system, stick their hands into your bank account and pull the money out. But when I tell individuals to take their money out, they ask me, where do I put it? Do I stuff it under my mattress? And of course, the answer is no. I talked about this a lot in my book. You need real assets. I'm going to go on quickly. It's not the topic of the video. Radioactive leaks found at 75% of U.S. nuke sites. Now, this is a very, very scary thing here. Our health is being jeopardized right here. If it's not Fukushima, it is any of the radioactive, the radiation sites here. You have nukes, nuclear power plants really leaking everywhere. It happened to me here locally here, where you see that the nuclear power plant leaked radioactive isotopes into the water. And this is the drinking water supply for us here in the Toronto area of Southern Ontario here, and it's leaked right into the water, and they said it was deemed to be safe because it wasn't that much. Now that is criminal activity. You have right here the documented fact of an AP investigation saying 75% of nuke sites are leaking. It's probably even more, but at least this basically suggests that all of these nuclear sites are really masquerading as clean energy while at the same time really just harming our lives here. That's all I'm going to get to for this video. And the point of it was that do not look at the stock market as an indicator of a good health of the economy. Take a look at the real numbers, the real figures and facts. If you want to share this video with somebody else, this will be the one, because this is really going to hit it home for those people. And I want you to also get on to the Money GPS Insiders. This is basically an extension of the work I've done in my book, The Money GPS, and I can give out information for free. And you know, a lot of people can take these emails, they can share them off to their friends and family. I've gotten in contact with a lot of people through the Insider so far. I really appreciate all the emails coming to me from there.